We're talking about the Gilded Age. I absolutely love it. And not because I'm a history buff, but also it parallels today's times so much. So here we are on part 3, how to afford college without drowning in debt, lessons from Bertha's playbook. So look, your FAFSA dropped and suddenly you're like Marion Brooke at her first society ball. Broke, overwhelmed, but somehow expected to impress. Listen, you don't need to have Russell money or Van Ryn money to make college work. You just need Bertha Russell's strategy. You know her. Bold moves, clever networking, and knowing which doors to knock on and which to kick open. So let me drop some knowledge on you about the new financial aid game. Back in the old days, scholarships were for straight A students, and that's it. This is 2025, though. There's money for your major. There's money for your hobbies. There's money for your zip code. There's even money for your TikTok activism. So let's look at a variety of categories. First of all, there's state grants and local aid. A lot of people just do FAFSA and they forget that this is America. You have federal or national, then you have state, then you have county, then you have local. All of those offer aid. So in New York, which is where I live, there's the TAP program. In California, there's the Cal Grant. There's the Texas Grant program, and your state has that as well. Second of all, there's hidden scholarships. Remember, all of these resources like bold.org, Scholly, and UNCF, they often have $1,000 to $10,000 awards for specific majors like gender studies, IT, psychology, criminal justice, etc. So remember to look at these scholarship databases and hit them up like every single day or every single week, whatever works for you. Also, there are employer tuition benefits. So if you're still working a regular job, you haven't started doing your internships yet, remember there's Amazon's Career Choice, there's Starbucks ASU program. A lot of companies have tuition benefits for employees. Yes, you can work and get paid to go to school at the same time. Remember, even George Russell wouldn't have left free money on the table. Neither should you. Here's another thing to do if you are not elite like they were back in the Gilded Age, and you need to pay for college. Well, you can stack your hustles. You can literally treat funding college like the Gilded Age's charity circuit, except you're stacking scholarships rather than silver. So remember to apply to 3 to 5 scholarships a month. Okay? Just once a week, you apply to somebody's scholarship. Make it routine. Make it consistent so that it becomes a part even of what your brain reminds you of. Make it routine. Don't just do it every once in a while because time goes by. So maybe every time you brush your teeth, think about a scholarship. Leverage work, study, or city jobs. Remember, you might be eligible for work study on your campus. Definitely work it if you have that opportunity. Library or financial aid office. And then you can also leverage city jobs. Here in New York City, there's Workforce One, there are internships, there's paid civic fellowships. In your town and in your county, if you look on the website for the government jobs that exist within your jurisdiction, you'll find jobs for students. Take advantage of that. And then also another hustle you can stack is to look for majors with built-in fellowships. So social sciences, anthropology, IT, they often have research stipends that you can get while you study. Take full advantage of that. So remember, you're not begging when you stack your hustles. You're not begging when you look for tuition aid. You're negotiating for your future. Bertha didn't ask for permission to sit at the table. She built her own ballroom. Now, what is the real flex? The real flex is graduating with little to no debt while your peers are stuck paying loans like it's rent. College can still be the launch pad, but only if you play the money game like it's chess, not checkers. So don't just think about surviving college. Think about setting up your next move, internships, travel, even grad school, without Sally Mae breathing down your neck. Next time you look at another Gilded Age episode, pay close attention to Bertha. She could be called Bold Bertha. I mean, she was just out of her mind. Sometimes she was even cringe. But the reality is she got what she went for. And that's the principle here. So drop a money emoji if you're ready to play the scholarship game like Bertha plays high society. relentless, strategic, and unstoppable.